Hi, my name is John Laurent. I'm Vice President of IT, Information Technology for Enterprise Rent-A-Car. And just going to share a couple of snippets with you about my leadership style and also giving back to the community. In terms of leadership style, one of the great challenges that I had was also a great rewarding time in my career was going to England, moving my family there for Enterprise in 2005, and I oversee the growth of our European IT team. So I was sent over there to build that team from scratch, and we had 3 people when I landed in 2005, and we had tremendous growth across Enterprise, going from about 20,000 cars to 100,000 cars. And so 7 years later, I built that team up to 120 folks. And I think the real challenge is not necessarily just hiring the people, but making sure that I hired the right folks and kept our culture intact and really went about getting folks that were going to be very good teammates. And so tried to make it a real point to manage and be a good teammate for them, but manage them by integrity and learning what things motivated them, what things frustrated them, and really where they wanted to get in their own career and help them as best I could. I think one of the neat things about being able to go and live abroad, live in England and then be all across Europe, as well as studying at the University of Melbourne in Australia, and I studied in Japan, was just having more of a global view of the world and the challenges that are out there. And one of the challenges that's really near to my heart is the water crisis that exists, particularly in third world countries. There's a sad statistic that almost 1 million people die a year just because of not having access to good clean water. And so my family and I support Living Water International. It's a group that does a tremendous job just trying to help out and bring clean water and more wells to more and more folks, particularly in those third world countries. Another sad comment is that a lot of women and children are the ones that go and get the clean water, and sometimes it's a long distance and sometimes it's a very unsafe journey. So we do quite a bit with that. One of my friends, a good friend of mine in Copenhagen in Denmark, has a company called Much More Water, and they go about building portable machines, very small machines that can turn a lot of dirty water into clean drinking water very fast. So it's another thing that I'm involved in. And then finally, my family and I here locally are very involved in helping the homeless, working with homeless shelters, and so doing what we can to deliver food and deliver clothing, and not just sort of blanket clothing, but actually get the right sizes for the men and women that are homeless. And I think really it's just about trying to give back and return the favor for all the blessings that have been given to me and to my family. So that's my quick story, and I hope that's helpful.